going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sister Reacts. I'm Tamaj. This is Taya.
Hey.
And today we are on Attack on Titan, Season 4, Episode 12, Guides. So last episode, Falco and Gabby escaped. They met Sasha's parents, which we did not catch. Those were Sasha's folks. I got that later on. But yeah, that was kind of crazy that they took them in, got them on their feet, showed them another perspective thanks to the younger girl who Sasha saved. So that was kind of, that was kind of full circle. And that was amazing that Gabi got that other perspective and she sees somebody who feels the same way as her, but that's on the opposite side of her. I highly doubt that it's going to change Gabi, whatever her name is. I don't like her character. I feel like she's going to the path where she's going to be irredeemable. She doesn't seem to want change. She just wants to be angry and spiteful. And she ain't lost nearly what Eren and everybody else has lost. So she has no rights, no power, or no deeds. It's done, Gabi. I need you to chill out. And she's dragging Falco down, and Falco is redeemable. Falco is a good person at heart. And I can tell he would come around and help them and be a good person, but he's so worried about Gabi because I don't know why. I don't know if he likes her or what. I know he was told to protect her, but still, she's dragging him down. So I don't know where this episode's gonna take us. I know Mika said Eren the other episode we're trying to go talk to Eren. I don't think that happened. That didn't happen last episode. So Levi's still out there in the woods with Zeke. Hanji's still trying to figure things out, and the people behind the first wall were evacuated because they're about to test the rumbling. So, and that who knows if Eren's gonna even cooperate. So let's see where this goes. And the only other thing I want to mention was Pixis was investigating Yolanda for he's trying to figure out why Eren has made the decisions he made, and he thinks that they might have something to do with it. And I'm starting to become skeptical of them too with the wine and the fact that they're so loyal to Zeke that they're only here because of Zeke, and I don't fully believe in Zeke, so therefore I can't fully believe in them, no matter how helpful they're being, because Zeke always has his own agendas, so they got to figure all that out. And I still have that theory where I think Zeke's gonna try to kill Levi. What that's gonna do for him, I don't know, because he only has a year left, so I don't think he's afraid of dying. He has some real goals, and he's going to extreme measures. So
if he can't, you better stop manifesting Levi die. I swear.
I'm just saying what could happen. I've been wrong for a lot of the theories I have. So, well, the first not on every theory, but on majority of the theories I've been wrong. On some of the littler ones I've been right. But let's jump into this. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon, and we are going to get started. We only got 4 episodes left after this, I believe. We're back talking to Ani.
Hey! Sorry, sir. You could talk to her all day long, but you're not allowed to touch.
What? No, it's
Right.
not what you think, Hitch.
Oh, that's Eren.
I heard that memories could be transferred between Titans like us through
I have to
physical
get used to
contact.
his new look.
So I wasn't trying to do anything inappropriate to her just now, I
We wasn't
promise.
thinking that. You just
I
can't
just
touch
thought
her,
I should
dude.
give it a try to see if I could discover anything.
She got to be coming out of this thing this season.
Yeah. She
I
better.
have no idea. But I can't wait. But it would be, if she does come out, it's going to be interesting because they know her story now, I believe. So, yeah. And I don't know if she's very conscious of everything that's happening while she's in that, but we got a lot of firepower, and she's not going to be as big of a threat as she was.
Yeah, definitely.
She was our first real Titan that we fought and won. I mean, she's still formidable, but I find her the least threatening out of all of them. Well, out of Rainer, Zeke, and Bertolt, which Armin has that ability now, so.
I don't know. She's really fast runner, though, but so is kind of Eren.
Yeah, she's fast and has very agile. Rainer has the defenses. Bertolt had the firepower, and so did Zeke, because Zeke could launch his rocks, so he had the range. I was surprised Aaron was even able to take Bertolt down because I would have never thought he would have been able to defeat any of them. Would have been able to defeat the Colossal.
Yeah. Fair.
Apparently, there are protests like this outside every local military base.
Wow. People really believe in Aaron.
Hey, Hitch, lend us a hand, will ya?
But he proved himself. I mean,
Guess I've got work to do.
even in just protecting this place before he attacked them.
I'm glad to see you made it in.
Yeah, we need to make use of this time while we have it. Let's go. Okay, yes. I did meet with Aaron that day.
I called her Yolanda. It's Yelena.
I apologize for hiding that fact until now. It's proof enough that you were justified in detaining the volunteers. You don't know what the world is like. It seemed to me that you would keep waiting to make a decision until it was too late. And it was clear that Aaron had similar concerns.
I see. So that's when you told Aaron to attack Marley alone, so as to coerce the military into taking action.
I wasn't quite that seditious, although I did tell him that the military government was due for a wake-up call.
Let you manipulate Aaron into following Zeke's plan.
What would be the point in manipulating him? I only wanted one thing, for Aaron Yeager to know who I was!
Girl, what?
To know who she was.
Aaron answered our prayers for retribution with a divine fury that we had never dared to dream of. Very soon, two brothers will reshape our whole world. To be honest with you, I just want to have a decent view of the action.
Word of advice about telling a lie. To make it good, you need to mix in at least a pinch of the truth.
So he basically just called bullshit on her.
Yeah.
You aren't saying that you can't believe she would do it. And based off that, I think you must know that it's in character for her.
I don't exactly know.
I'm glad they're not being reckless with this.
Yeah.
And they're being smart.
Yelena proved her loyalty to us and to Zeke by getting her hands dirty. Any Marleyan who doubted us met with an untimely death.
That guy who got
Even
pushed
when there
off
were
the roof.
friends who ate and
Randomly,
slept
remember?
beside us. We overcame those losses.
It was like that night when Gabi and Rainer were in the house and the guy just, it was lightning and the guy just fell. And then the next day, people were looking at his dead body.
Yelena's always argued for Marleyan rights
That
here.
was
She
her.
convinced us to let Marleyan prisoners have jobs. You make it sound like Yelena used to be merciless to Marleyans. Why would that change?
The action's gonna kick off right at the end of this episode. I already know it. It's building. The tension's building.
I'm afraid that I can't give you two permission to meet Aaron,
Why?
Why not, sir?
because we've just confirmed that Aaron communicated with the volunteers in secret. This is likely what incited him to attack Marley. Aaron has maintained his silence ever since these facts were brought to light. Furthermore, we're still completely in the dark about what he did during his time alone in Marley.
They're the best two people to get information.
Aaron is being manipulated by Zeke. I wouldn't have shared these secrets with you if you were anyone else.
If y'all keep getting no for an answer, stop asking questions. Go down there anyway.
Is that...
What?
Hmm?
A
Oh, it's
torture
nothing.
device,
There was
sure.
nowhere else to store the thing, so I had some recruits bring it up here.
Not you lying. I smell that cat from a mile away.
But Aaron can turn whenever he wants. So that would be stupid.
Right.
This conversation's over.
Y'all been insubordinate y'all whole lives. Just go down there.
Why would he forbid it?
If I had to venture a guess, it would be that the military has already decided he's a lost cause.
That would be stupid to give away Aaron though.
And they're probably looking at candidates to replace him with.
I'll listen through the door.
Hold on, Mikasa, you can't!
It's fine. They're not gonna catch me. No matter what happens, I won't let Aaron be...
Wow. What the fuck?
What? Thank God for Mikasa's fast instincts, but what is that?
His body. He was assassinated.
Why?
You okay?
Thank God she didn't go to that door.
I'm fine.
And Armin stopped her.
Oh no!
But her quick thinking saved him. Oh my God, I'm so glad they left when they did.
Oh my gosh. That was too close.
The time has come for us to fight!
What?
Right beside you!
The fuck is going on?
They're being controlled. I don't know.
But I don't think they're being controlled. They're just
That wine.
You know what? You might be onto something. That wine, something crazy.
Premier Zachary said that a group of recruits brought the chair to his office.
Where were these recruits from?
He never told us what branch they were with. But as Mikasa and I were heading to his room for our appointment, we happened to notice a group of recruits leaving HQ in a rush. And those recruits were scouts.
Eren Yeager escaped! He broke out of his underground cell!
What is going on?
Mobilize all troops and track him down! Yes, sir!
He said he could leave whenever he wanted. He probably knows they're gonna kill him. Or try to anyway, which I think is a mistake. What the shit is
Quite
going
the
on?
crowd. Miss everyone? In addition to our comrades here, we have many who are still within the military.
Those are all the
Such as
people
the
that believe
soldiers
in
who
him.
killed Dallas Zachary with a bomb.
It's okay, Mikasa.
Eren's
Eren will
forming a
understand.
cult.
Go find out where they're keeping Zeke.
Alright, pause it.
So he doesn't know where they're keeping Zeke.
Mm-mm.
Which means either so maybe Zeke isn't controlling him.
No, this shows that Eren has formed a cult. A cult is a group of people who believe in a person or a god-like figure, and they basically follow your bidding. They do things like bomb people and kill them. They do extreme things in the name of a person. So they're doing it in the name of Eren because so many people believe him within the military and everything. He just said we got people within the military, which is obviously the recruits that Mikasa and Eren saw who brought the chair up. They left in a hurry so they could get out of the scene. The chair blew up, killed their, well, I don't know what rank he was, but they killed him.
He was the one, sorry to interrupt you. He was the one where Eren was in the court and he was the one to Eren was gonna live or die.
Yeah, isn't his name Premier Zachary?
I just rewatched that scene and I can't remember.
Yeah, I know he was in the core. I know he's in the power. I think his name's Premier Zachary, I believe. But regardless, yeah, they do stuff like that. And they're obviously the ones who broke him out. But they're the one who's been leaking information. They've been trying to get people to rally to Eren's cause. That's what they do. They incite riots and protests and violence in order to get their point across. And so clearly Eren had, I mean, I don't understand when he had time to form stuff like this.
Yeah.
Or if these people just did it on their own, but they have a lot of people. So we're almost looking at like a civil war that's about to happen. When a civil war is kind of when people who are on the same side have differing opinions and then they kind of fight each other. So it's like we're going to have Eren and his cult kind of versus the scouts and the military, but then we got Mikasa and Armin in the middle who kind of need to figure out which side they're on. And Eren, being who he is, they're going to view him as a threat. They're viewing him as insubordinate, and they're almost going to view him as a terrorist because of his actions.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid for what's going to happen. This is bad. The last thing right now you need is your own people divisive. And then the fact of the matter is the military don't even have the people's support right now. So like they're literally just on their own, even though they're the only ones controlling the whole situation. And I'm torn because I want to believe in the military because they are doing the right things. They were trying to make peace, connect with the world. And it's almost, and I hate to say it, but I'm almost at a point where I'm starting to disagree with Eren. Because he is in the wrong. And I understand why he did that, but understanding and agreeing with him is different.
Yeah.
And I don't want to blame him because of what they did, but his actions now are turning everybody kind of against each other. And it could be very destructive. So I'm gonna have to wait and see more what Eren does. But right now, I'm really concerned.
Eren?
Go ahead.
Yeah, wait. Armin and Mikasa are gonna have to pick a side.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're stuck in the middle, and they're gonna have to choose a side. Mikasa's always gonna choose Eren. Armin usually chooses logic and reasoning, so it'll be interesting. But I feel like at the end of the day, he's gonna be loyal to Armin or Eren and Mikasa. But what do you do with that? Like, I don't know. Like, it's bad because anybody who turns against them is basically going to be arrested too. And then Yelena got her own thing going on. Zeke got his own plan. Everybody's starting to have different plans. Nobody's on the same page. And Marley is ready to attack. So this is really not the time. Like, Raynor is ready to come there now. He just said that at the end of last episode. So like, this is a bad time for all of this right now. This really is.
I mean, I guess it's good that he's ready to attack now that Eren's out. Well, he could get out anytime.
Yeah, if they would have came to attack, they have to get to the first wall first, and nobody's there right now, probably but guards. So that would have been, they would have gotten a warning out, which would have given them time for Eren to prepare. But still, you don't want Eren somewhere else on the island and they come to attack and he's not there to defend the home front.
Yeah.
And Levi's not there. Hanji's probably about to go out to help search with Eren. Mikasa, Armin, like, they're gonna have no defense. And you know how recruits are; they ain't very well. Looks like half of them deviated off. So this is bad for our defenses. Mm-hmm. And then if they come in and there's no defenses and they find Annie, they're gonna break her out. Then they got the female Titan back, and it would just be a mess. This could go bad.
Oh,
this could
God.
very well go bad. But let's jump back into it. Let's read this and then jump back into it because I got to see what's going on. New Eldian Empire. A new name for Eldia used by those on Paradis who are sympathetic to Eren's actions. They have rallied around Eren and the name, causing disorder on the island, which is currently divided on whether to attack other nations or not. I think they should be making peace and not attacking, but...
From this point on, let us refer to these anti-military insurgents as the Yeagerists.
Not the Yeagerists.
I can think of no one better than Commander Hanji to tell us their goal.
In the short term, their goal is to ensure that Eren meets with his brother. And in the long term, they intend to reform the military with Eren at its head.
Yeah.
These Yeagerists could have members hiding anywhere in any branch.
That's quite true. In fact, I might be looking at some now. Perhaps one of you will turn out to be a suicide bomber.
Please, don't be ridiculous, Rogue.
That's enough. Remember that we have a guest here.
Exactly.
And even if that weren't the case, this is no time to be bickering amongst ourselves. You'll seek out Zeke first, and Historia if that fails. So we must keep both of them out of his reach at all costs.
Yes, sir.
This is crazy.
It seems to me they've got us beat. So I was thinking we'd surrender.
Why do you play so
Against
much?
enemies mixed within our ranks, we have no other recourse. Even if we did somehow manage to smoke all of them out, imagine how much blood we would have to spill.
Exactly.
We don't have the time or the numbers to waste on such folly.
It'd be a civil
It's the
war.
decisions we made as leaders that caused these soldiers to desert us. That's what brought about our defeat. I don't think that any of the 4 soldiers who were killed would have wanted their deaths to be the cause of Eldia's downfall. We will not bring up the subject of how our leader was murdered. We'll look past it.
Wow.
If that is the price of saving hundreds or even thousands of our comrades.
They hate this.
Yeah.
They hate that they're gonna get away with this. They do.
I noticed that Yelena secured work for Marleyan prisoners in a lot of strange places. One good example would be restaurants.
This building's so big!
Exactly, the
I've
why.
never seen anything like it. Neither have I.
It must be your lucky
So
day.
Y'all ready for some fancy dining? Yeah!
I told you the action was about to pop off at the end of this episode. I already knew. Who was that in the hood?
Soldiers, always rushing off somewhere.
Fucking... I knew that. I told you they was coming for an attack. I told you. Fucking Cart Titan is here. Who knows? So obviously, what's her name? Peak. if Peek's here, then Porco's probably somewhere around.
Yeah.
Reiner's probably somewhere around. And how did they get in without? Well, probably all the chaos because half the soldiers left, so they ain't at their posts.
Right.
So they easily got in now, and I pray they don't find Annie. Annie, yeah. It's just gonna be. Ooh. This crazy. This show can be this good. Even in episodes that aren't action heavy, they find a way to shock you every episode with something. Like their attention to detail is crazy.
Gabi and Falco seek help from a Marleyan prisoner of war. Will the revelation of truth result in a brightened future?
Yeah.
Or something else? Next episode, Children of the Forest.
Children of the Forest.
Yep, that's where Zeke's gonna attack Levi and them because they've been drinking the wine. Remember? They made a point to. I remember I pointed out that at the end of, well, I think it was 2 episodes ago, the soldiers had a bottle. They were holding the bottle of wine out, and everybody was drinking, but Levi. Zeke had a cup next to him. He didn't drink it, but he had a cup next to him.
Right.
But all the other soldiers were gathered around drinking. So we're gonna find out next episode what happens with that wine, what exactly it does. So, and yeah, they're right. Yelena's definitely behind this because, like Hanji said, Yelena made a point to have them work as servants and specifically suggested that they be in restaurants so they could concoct whatever that wine is. And, you know, they have so many different things over there. They got serum that can turn the people on the top. What if they put the serum in the wine? And it, like I said, I think she put just a little bit in there. Not enough to turn them into a Titans, but enough to where Zeke can flip the script on them, like I've been suggesting. And he turns a whole bunch of people into... Yeah, because the island is clear of Titans, so that's the only way he would get Titans to help him out. So it's literally, they probably put a bit of Titan serum in the wine, enough that they probably was able to have enough to where, but how would they have gotten? Because I'm when they first got to the island, they were arrested. I know Yelena brought back a sample kit to them when they came back from Marley. So maybe she slipped some off to somebody.
She could have put some in her coat pocket.
I imagine they get checked, though. They were very thorough. They were still holding their guns up on them. I can't imagine they let them go without being searched for weapons and such. You know what I mean?
And their shoes.
I think she handed it off when they got back. Because amidst the chaos, they were more worried about Aaron than they were, you know. So she probably slipped some off. They concocted that in their restaurants, been giving the wine out, and God, if Zeke's scream reaches loud enough and it turns people behind the walls that drink the wine, like those higher ups, and they turn and we have Titans in the wall again, like this is gonna be a mess. And the scouts are divided, they don't have the defenses right now. Cart Titan is here. I imagine the rest of them aren't too far off, so this is going to be bad. This is
the commander drinks the wine too. Yeah.
But it might not be in every bottle of wine, but just the ones they specifically handed out. So we'll learn next episode. But it seems that Gabi and Falco are going to be the ones to figure it out. So then, why would they want to help? Well, Gabi sees Zeke as betraying them, so she may just help because of that to spite him. But
no, Gabi and Falco were going inside of a restaurant, and
which is where they're gonna figure out that the wine was being made.
Hanji was on her way there.
So Hanji will figure it out. Okay. But I mean, she's gonna see that they're there, so she'll probably try to arrest them. But they have so much going on right now; it's bad. Aaron might have royally just screwed them by making a cult.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now I'm having a harder time trying to blame him because they were going to try to kill him. I mean, though his actions led up to this point, it's tough. It is so tough. Because like they were saying, Aaron is gonna want to overthrow them and lead the military himself, which means he'd be willing to kill them. So I don't know how far Aaron would be willing to go to attack his own people, though. We haven't seen him there yet, so I'm not gonna just assume the worst of him. But starting a cult and allowing people to be murdering people within your group is still a bad thing.
I'm happy Historia is not inside the walls right now.
No, they have. She was on that farm, remember? When they shot her pregnant. But she's out there, but I'm sure they have a plan. They'll probably split half and half. Some go to Zeke, some go to Historia, but we'll see. But this can go so many ways. And if Zeke attacks Levi and Aaron heads there, he'll probably end up fighting his brother because I can't see him.
Yeah.
Levi and wanting Levi to die, even if they're not on the same side right now. And thank God Levi's distracted because that'd be bad for Aaron because he'd fight Aaron. And he probably would he probably wouldn't kill him, but he would at least take him out of that form, rip him out of there.
Yeah. If one word does get out that the Part Titan attacks, or any of the other Titans, I'm sure Aaron could get his cult, the army squad cult, to come back and help. Right? If he has enough sympathy to help. Well, yeah. If he wants to rule the military, then he's not going to want his people dead, because then there's nothing to rule. So, but if he is already out going to the forest, like you said, they'd probably Zeke and Aaron will probably end up fighting each other.
The only thing about that is, your theory is, I haven't seen them use any long-range communication devices. They don't got no radios or cell phones. So, like, if an attack does happen, there's a great distance between, I'm sure, where Zeke and Levi is in the walls. So they might not even know an attack happens until after it happened and they go back.
Yeah, if they are far away, but if they're close, not close, but close, they can shoot off those things.
I mean, there's 2 sets of walls, so we don't know where they're going to attack and who they're going to target. Aaron's not in there, so they can't get Aaron. So, like, that's why I'm saying I don't know what their goal is. I think they would go for Ani. So that means they have to go probably in further into the 3rd wall.
I forgot about Armin being a Titan.
But Armin can't turn next to people or they die. So his ability is essentially almost useless unless it's from a far distance because he's going to kill people. So he can't even harness that ability like Aaron can. Unless, like, he has some distance and, like, maybe everybody was already dead. But he can't do that just, at any given moment. And then the other thing, well, I know the scouts said they don't want war with Aaron. They don't want to fight him. So they're going to make peace. So I'm not too worried about there being a fight with them. I think they'll come back together, but it's just like the damage might already be done. Yeah, now they're going to come back. They say they make peace and they go back to the wall and everything's just tore up. And, our enemies are waiting there for them. Imagine that. We got Jaw Titan, Cart Titan, Armor Titan, Female Titan. Like, and they're all waiting for you. And everybody in the walls are already taken down, so it's just going to be those limited amount of scouts. And then Zeke, and who knows how much damage Zeke's about to do out there.
Yeah.
So it's basically a whole nother fight, but now we're just in behind the walls, and it's...
Yeah, and even if Aaron saves Levi and they come back to the walls being torn apart and stuff like that, Levi's gonna use all his steam up. What steam is he gonna have left? Like, he's not gonna have no fuel.
Especially if he gets injured in this fight.
Which is out with one of the dead scouts.
And they don't even have, well, Rainer's been looking a little different when he turns, but they don't even right now, they don't even have their missile things to breach Rainer's armor. Aaron would have to take him because Aaron can crystallize and stuff. So literally, again, they have to rely on Aaron.
Yeah.
And I think anyway, it's stupid for the military to want to give Aaron's abilities to somebody else right now because they don't know how to use them.
Right. You don't even know the full extent to the new ability he just captured.
No, not at all. Aaron understands all that. He's been doing this for years, and right now he's your best warrior. And you know what? Now that I think about it, Levi, now that Aaron has that crystallizing ability, Levi probably will have a harder time killing, or attacking Aaron because he can harden his neck now, and he can manifest anything. That he has the Warhammer Titan, so he can literally create walls around himself and defend himself. Like Aaron he's a threat. Like you really do not want to make an enemy out of him right now. Like the only person I can see standing up to him right now and even being on his level is Armin. But I don't want to see that. I don't want to see them two fight each other because, and then Aaron has the rumbling, and everybody would just die. They would kill themselves fighting a civil war, which is what Hanji was saying. We can't fight each other, or the bloodshed would be too much, and then our enemies could easily come in and trample us, right. Or Aaron would just destroy the world at that point. Because if he lost all his family, his home, everything he's fighting for, it probably would drive him mad, and he would kill everybody in the world. He would unleash the entire rumbling. This series is dark already. I don't know. I'm gonna just stop guessing now because the writers always surprise us and come up with some stuff we just ain't never even thought of yet. They probably wrote something in the next 2 episodes we ain't even thought of to say yet. So I ain't even gonna try to get ahead of them.
I really think he's not gonna die. I think for every ability you have, it adds 13 years.
It's interesting. I don't think anybody's ever had, besides like the king, I don't think anybody's ever had multiple abilities, so we'll see.
It either adds 13 years or probably a year. I don't know.
Well, we may find out. But yeah, great episode. The action's about to kick off in the Children of the Forest. I'm excited. I'm loving this series as always. My shirt will be here. I'm wearing my Attack on Titan shirt next week. I'm ready. So, anything you want to add, sister?
No.
All right. Well, you guys be sure to let us know what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe to Patreon for full and early actions.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.